This is the Red All Over Show, and this is a special from a gym from... Whose gym? It's...
My gym. Dickie's gym.
Dickie's gym in Batley. And it's a Red All Over special with me, Andy Simcox, Tom Webster doing it, and any minute we'll be talking to Callum Simpson, but I'll just talk to this guy before he comes, because he might not be. It must be an absolute privilege for you to feel that you're on Red All Over.
It is, mate. It
pleased
is.
to meet you, honestly.
Good to
pleased to
meet
meet you,
Good
Callum.
to meet you. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, no.
Big fan of your podcast, your interviews, you're doing your social media page. As always, keeping up to date with him.
Just a minute, let me get your feet.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Thanks for saying that, Callum. Right, first and foremost, Callum, tell us a bit about yourself.
So obviously, I'm Callum Simpson. Firstly, am I skinny legs in that shot? Look a bit skinny, extra skinny today.
If it makes you feel any better, I'll leave it.
But yeah, so a bit about me, obviously I'm Callum Simpson. I'm 27 years old, born and bred in Barnsley lad. Started boxing when I was 9 years old. Barnsley star. Used to play football for Dodworth Miners. Younger as well, but we're no good at that. So stuck to boxing. I had about 53 amateur fights. Turned pro about 4 years ago. Had 14 fights since then. Knocked 10 of them out. 5 in first round. Picked up Central Area title. Current WBA Continental Champion. Managed to fight British and Commonwealth title in my next fight. Sold out East Stand within 48 hours, and fight 3 weeks till fight night. Well, just over 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. That's not really about me. That's just more about my boxing career. But
there's no else for me to ask him. He's just answered everything. He's just answered everything.
That's it. Done it early finish.
You've knocked 10 people out.
Yeah, 10.
Just a minute. Let me hold you out a bit. Don't want to be. Put your arm out towards me.
We can get it ring. That's it. We're firing off.
We're all right. Tell me about you then. You said you played football, but obviously you weren't very good.
No.
What were you like at football pitch? Where did you play and what were you like at football pitch?
I played in defence. I played at centre back. And I played when I was about 7 or 8, maybe like 6, 7, 8. I used to play for Dodworth. I used to enjoy it, to be honest, but my dad became manager when I were 8. And there's been a lot of dads when they're managers. Yeah. I was the one that got the brunt of if team weren't playing great, it were always my fault, which probably were, to be fair. Probably were, but and then one day we were just having a go at me, and I just quit. I was just like, it's not for me, this football game. But I used to play for when I were at Aldgate and Horizon. Used to play football for them. Again, I was still no good, but I was fast and fit. I couldn't shoot, I couldn't score, but I would just could run with the ball and get it past them. I used to play rugby as well for Aldgate and Horizon. And I had like one game for Yorkshire, and there were just kids like breaking their ankles, collarbones. I was just like, not for me. That not because I knew I wanted to be pro as a boxer. So I was just like, it's too risky this game.
So when you played football, you couldn't pass.
Yep.
You couldn't shoot.
No, but I could run and I was fit.
Could you tackle?
Oh, I could pass, but I couldn't shoot. I could tackle. I could tackle. Say rugby as well. I didn't have a clue at any of the rules. Didn't know where I was running. Just tackled them. That's it. Pass it on. Tackled it. I would just enjoyed getting involved.
And then you turned to boxing.
Yeah.
So you turned to tackling people properly.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Punching people instead of tackling.
10 knockouts. By God, 10.
10.
It's incredible. And now, where are we now? Look where we're at now.
I know, mate.
Oakwell, sold out in 24 hours. 7,000. 24 hours.
I think it was 48 hours for 7,000. And
Callum, it sounds better if it's 24 hours.
Sold that in half.
Don't go with the 48 hours.
Sold that in half an hour. But yeah, obviously when I was taught, I've been telling Boxer, Ben Shalom, Sky since I signed with him, like let's get a show at Oakwell. I was just saying it, never thinking it was actually going to happen, because obviously I don't think even when you saw the posters going up in the lampposts and stuff, and when they apply for the license, and people were like, it's definitely not for Callum. It's never. Obviously, only a few were saying that it's never gonna do a show at Oakwell. Even I were like, is this gonna happen or not? Like, surely it's not gonna happen. And then, next thing you know, I'm getting a call like it's on, 100% on. The council's approved it. Sky's on board. Club's on board. Like, it all went through, and yeah, unbelievable really. And obviously, like I said, we're doing 7,000 this time, and like I said, we talked eventually. I mean, you were saying, oh, I think we might do about 4,000. I was like, you were surprised. I said, we're going to sell it out. Watch, we're going to sell it out. He went, no, I don't think we are. And straight away, we sold it out straight away. And I think they tried getting some more seats, more stands open, but the license they had, it was too risky trying to get another one. So leaving it at 7,000 for now. Obviously, in 3 weeks, I'll be knocking Chelsea out, and next year we'll get it. So we'll get the full stadium sold out.
Turning Chelsea into jelly.
That's it. We're jelly.
The only thing, it's a good job that you're fit and fast, because the only thing that bothered me is because the fight's taking place on the Oakwell pitch, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I mean, this into very big boxing ring, is it? Oakwell's much bigger, so you're gonna have to be running around a lot to catch him, aren't you?
Well, we're gonna have the ring on the pitch, so the'll still be ropes.
Oh, there'll still be this up pitch.
He'll not be able to run. He'll not be able to run far. Yeah, he'll not be able to run far.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I am.
I mean, we've seen you because we used to I go with my son and my two grandsons, and we sit up right at the back of the family stand. You know, the posh bits, not like them posh in Pontian, not like ruffians in Pontian. And we've seen you around Oakwell. You know, we've seen you getting it all that, strutting round pitch, milking the applause, haven't we? We've seen him, Tom, haven't we?
I think I've been on pitch more than half at players, to be honest. More than half at players, and literally they got to a point where they're asking me like every week, "Oh, do you know what pitch this week?" And I'm like, "Not really, no. Like, let me wait till I've got." First couple of times it were good because obviously, you know, when I won my belt, then I announced my next fight, and then it were. And they were like, "Oh, do you want to go on this weekend?" I was like, "Well, I've got nothing to show this weekend. I don't want to go on just for the sake of it. I want to go on when when I win a fight. I've got a big fight coming up. So yeah, we don't want to go on every weekend. Get more pitch time than players.
Not be much bigger than coming up in a couple of weeks, will it?
I know, mate. I know it's going to be massive.
Tell us what it's for. What are you fighting for?
So I'll be fighting for the British and Commonwealth titles, which again I don't think anyone's ever headlined at a stadium for a British title. I've done it for world titles. You know, we've had Callum headline at Bramall Lane, I think it was, and then you know Josh Warrington's headlined at Ellen Road. There's a few others up and down country, maybe like 6 stadium fights, but they've all been for world titles at back into their career. No one's ever done it for a British title, Commonwealth title this year. Like, it's only my 15th fight, so yeah, it just shows the kind of support I've got, because it's not a small thing getting a stadium fight. There's not many clubs agree to it, not many TV broadcasters agree to it and promoters agree to it, because it's a big cost, and you need that support, and it just shows how good my support is that I've got from Barnsley as well.
Everywhere, shows you what love there is towards you at Barnsley.
Definitely, and
definitely. You know that's been evident for at least the last 12 months.
Yeah, definitely.
When you see.
Well, even before 12 months, obviously, you guys might have only heard of me 12 months ago, but you know, like.
Oh yes, he's a not so much me.
30
but he's an avid boxing fan.
Right,
I'm talking about Tom, who's behind the camera, smirking and trying not to shake it. But yes, talk to him then, Callum, because he's an avid fan of yours.
So obviously, some people might have only seen me for the past 12 months since I signed with Sky, but I've been boxing since I was 9 at a Barnsley Star. I have 53 amateur fights, so I've been up and down country mainly with my dad and my coaches from Barnsley Star. And then, obviously my support. I've always had great support from Barnsley, but again, it's only the people that know me personally, and it's not. A lot of people just don't know that. Some people don't even know me now still. And you know, like someone will stop me in the street in Barnsley. Like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a picture. The mate's like, "Who's that? Like, what you got a picture with him for?" But yeah, I've always had good support, and like I say, even from an amateur, like fighting a Birdwell club, loads of like Wisborough Working Men's Club, loads of Working Men's Club I've been in, especially in Barnsley. Fought at Metrodome when I won my first title at Metrodome when I was about 16, and I've always had great support. But it's only the past the past 12 months since I signed with Sky where it's got a lot bigger, evidently a lot bigger. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this, Callum, after appearing on Red All Over, you'll be global.
Well, that's it, yeah.
We've got one fan in Sweden. We've got a fan in Malaysia. We've got a fan in America.
That's it.
And we've got about 5 fans in Barnsley. So you'll be global. You'll be global after this. Absolutely global.
If it's only one person in each country, then it's still global, isn't it?
Let me ask you about football. How long have you been supporting Barnsley, and when do you go? And what was your favourite match?
My favourite game would have been, it was 2008. We played Cardiff in playoff final, were it? I think FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Yeah, semi-final. That's the one. Yeah, and we lost that 1-0, didn't we? But I went down with my family. good day out, and I think we always like a good day out down Wembley, Oakwell South, don't we? But yeah, to be honest, because I've always with boxing, I've always like trained like 5 evenings in a week, and then when I left school, I was working in retail, so I worked every Saturday, so I struggled to get to most games. But now that I've got a lot more free time, I try to get to away games with Ardsley Reds normally, and then I try to get to any home game I can. And
so you're a fair weather fan now, then, is that what you're saying?
What's that?
A fair weather fan now. You turn up if you can be bothered.
Not if I can bother. If I'm not too tired. If I'm not too tired, sometimes I'll leave. Sometimes I leave at half time if I'm that tired, mate, from training and stuff. But yeah, I just try to get there as often as I can, mate. To be honest. But yeah, I can remember one of the first home games I went to.
That's what I was going to ask you when you first.
Yeah,
do you remember your first game?
I can remember. I just got. I think it might have been when. Do you know that the first ever iPhone came out, and I got it that I didn't get that on the day, but when I got it, I can remember because I took a selfie in standing like, it was on my Instagram, but I've deleted it now because it was just a stupid photo. But I must think I might have been about 13 maybe. Would have been my first game. We probably lost that one as well. To be fair, I can't remember if I won or lost, but yeah, that was quite a few years ago.
Finally, can you thank your trainer for a cup of coffee you didn't get me?
Well, kettle's broke. Electric's not working, so the lights work, but sockets don't work. So
don't stick up for him. He's a
well, I don't normally, to be honest.
He's a wrong un.
You're wrong. You're a wrong un.
Don't stick up for him. Finally, a couple of weeks to go.
Yep.
Are you getting nervous, or do you think we'll beat Mansfield?
I think we'll beat him, mate. I'm more nervous about that than my fight, to be honest, mate. More nervous about that than my fight. But no, it looks like we've had some good signings. You know, not as many as we'd want so far, but the signings we've got look really good, positive. So hopefully we get a few more, and yeah, it should be a good season, mate.
Well, cheers me up because we've got a couple of old uns, which is.
Well, that's it. They're not far off your age, well. They're not be too far off.
I'm 70. Don't.
You're 70.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Nice, so you don't look a day over 69.
Do you know what, Callum? I love you.
No, we can. No, I appreciate you coming down. Like I said, I'm a big fan of your page and stuff, and hopefully we'll get. When I've got a bit more time, I'll get over to you guys and we'll get some more work done.
That would be lovely.
Wicked.
Thank you ever so much, Callum. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. I hope you've all enjoyed the show. I'll see thee.
See you there.